Report has it that there have been a lot of lamentation in the palace of the Ooni of Ife as Oloris are crying. They are crying so much, especially Gospel, that, she sacrificed everything for the Ooni of Ife. As a matter of fact, she chose Kabiyesi over her 3 children. And that is what is making her so sad over the fact that Ooni of Ife is insisting on taking away, their immunity, that Ooni of Ife is insisting on removing their immunity. It is a very sad development, but for me, I am very happy because the truth remains that whatever you sow is what you will reap. Elders have tried to give them a soft landing, but Kabiyesi is not agreeing. And I guess that is the reason why a lot of people are feeling that Naomi is standing her grounds, because I think it's only Naomi who can stand these grounds that can make Kabiyesi not to shift. And Kabiyesi is not shifting. He is not ready to shift. He wants what he wants, and he is insisting on removing immunity. And they said that they should shift the date of immunity removal so that the women can think of what to do. And Kabiyesi is saying no, not even shifting. He wants the immunity to be removed as soon as possible. Now, let me explain to you why I think Kabiyesi is insisting on that immunity removal. Have you seen how calm the palace is right now? Have you heard? Maybe people are still reporting that, but from where I'm getting my information from, there is nothing like they bury one pot here, they bury one pot there. They go to this Babalawo, they no go to this Babalawo. They send people to fight Queen Naomi, they did not send people to do. Nothing like that. Naomi has been coming to the palace and nothing has happened. No information, no burying of pot, no nothing. You know why? Because they are afraid. They do know that if they try anything, they could be struck at any time. And now, do you know the sanity? Remember that Reverend Esther Ajayi had said that Naomi is going to heal everything when she returns to the palace, and Yanifa said the same thing. A lot of diviners, a lot of prophecies came that Naomi is the only thing that is needed to calm down that palace. Okay, so right now, if they remove immunity, what that means is that and Kabiyesi is not covering you again. You're not under Kabiyesi's covering. So if you go to a shrine and you touch something that you're not supposed to touch, anything you say, you will take it that way. You don't have the covering of the Ooni of Ife again. And that is what this means. And this is big. And so right now, Gospel has come out, according to what we are hearing, if the information is correct, to say that, she chose Kabiyesi over her own children, and she left very young children to come and be with Kabiyesi, and she sacrificed everything. She left her work. She had a very good job in Lagos. And there was a time that she was, with the governor and and because of her expertise, she's very good at what she does. She had so many different offers, but Kabiyesi offered her, made an offer, to her to become a wife, and she agreed. And later, that proposition was not about to work. She had to do everything, sacrifice everything just to come and be with Kabiyesi. But one thing that is paining her the most is the fact that, she chose Kabiyesi over her own children. And right now, this is the way that Kabiyesi feels it's okay to pay her, that it is not fair, that Kabiyesi should temper justice with mercy, Kabiyesi should forgive her, she will never try what she did again, that she was misled, and that none of them will go after Olori Naomi again. Never, never, never will she ever go after Olori Naomi again. They said Gospel has cried so much. She has gone round begging people to beg Kabiyesi. And Kabiyesi, each time they say, Kabiyesi continues to say one thing, that he is not divorcing them, that he will never ever ask them to leave the palace. No, that he does not intend to embarrass them. That because he knows that should he embarrass them, he is embarrassing himself. That he will never embarrass his Oloris. That is something he would never do. That the only thing that he is saying is that the immunity be removed so that anybody who decides to go and do something that they are not supposed to do, the gods hold them directly responsible, that they cannot hide under his own covering and continue to do these things that they have been doing. That he had warned them time and time again. He gave them so many chances. And the only reason why they continue to do what they have been doing is because of the immunity. And so the immunity has become a problem. So he is removing the immunity. They say, cry, be smart, we sacrifice everything for you. I chose you over my young children. Gospel whispered through her tears, her voice barely holding under the weight of emotion. The room was quiet, but heavy around her. A few of the other wives of the Ooni of Ife sat silently. Each woman lost in her own storm of emotion. This was not just a moment, okay? It wasn't just a moment of weakness, okay? It was a cry for mercy. The reality of their fading position is no longer a rumor. It's happening. The new queens, from one side you hear one or two people talking about the new queens that are likely to come, but for the new queens, we don't know whether they are coming or not, because up until today, we have not heard Kabiyesi say he is interested or he's not interested. They said that he doesn't seem to be interested in any of those things right now. Right now, one thing that I feel like they are trying to do is to try and bring confusion. But there can even not be any confusion, because Olori Naomi is too matured right now to even make a mistake. Because what they are trying to do, they are trying to make, they are trying to put Kabiyesi in a space where maybe they will offend Nami, or Nami will feel offended again. Nami should never feel offended. Let Nami stay with her husband. Yes, let her stay with her husband. After all, she's the one who says she loves Kabiyesi. No matter what, that she loves her husband. And so she loves her husband. She would stay with her husband, because if not for the fact that Nami is very matured, I would want to think that this whole thing, they are just trying to cause confusion again. But thank God for her maturity right now, okay? But these ones are crying and begging. They say they have gone everywhere. Ebony is crying. Ikpe is crying. Everybody is crying. You see how everybody is quiet now. What do you call? They say there have been a lot of engagements that Oloris are supposed to be going for, that a lot of them are not even going again. That kind of a thing where you get an information and your mind is not in a good place. Like, sometimes everything works with our mind. That you want to dress well is with your mind and all of that. When you feel tired and you feel already defeated, there are certain things that you will not want to do, which is exactly what has been going on with these women right now. They said they have been begging and crying and all of that. I'm not saying you are crying that you left your children because of Kabiyesi. Who sent you? Not be you choose say you won't do them. You couldn't have done that. But it's not time for anybody to judge. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what that we heard is happening. If the information is correct, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.